So here I am in the Zoom session that I've started up, and I've just held it here in my Prof Perry in my invitation URL, the main room where I could meet at any point. So you notice that when I brought my cursor into the window, it popped up these various items here. One of the first things you need to do is you need to click on this unmute so my students can now hear me. So you see the little microphone is little green is going up as I talk. It just shows that it's receiving the audio transmission, and you need to have a mic so your students can hear you. So again, I have to this thing pop away when I don't do anything, and then I have to move my mouse down to get it back. Okay, so I can do video as well. Let's try that. Zoom is unable to detect the camera. Okay, so give this a second. So let's come back in. I had to plug in my camera. We'll see if this works. So I can put the video on. So I can put that down, and there you are. Hi, everybody. This is what I look like. So I'm going to turn that off. And I have a picture that'll appear. You saw it briefly flash up, a static picture that people will see for me when I don't have the video on. So I don't do a lot with the video, but if you want to use it, you have a webcam, as I do, you can go ahead and put that video on. So now, one of the things we most likely do, actually, I did this a little bit before. When I first was in the window, it looked something like this. If I wanted to see the participants, I would see a list over here. Now, right now, it's just me, the host. But if other students were in here, they would show up down here, and I could turn on and off their microphone by simply clicking on the microphone icon. The videos would only be if they had that video turned on, and they have control of that. They can turn off their microphone as well, as they should. Let's see if I can get logged in. So in the meantime, I I went ahead and logged in from another laptop. It's still me, but not me as the host. So if I wanted to give me the mic, I could hit unmute, and this should come on. Right now I have the mic turned off. Let's see. There we go, unmute. Okay, so I allowed that on my end of my laptop. But if you wanted to turn someone's self off, you'd hit mic again, and it would turn that off. So in addition to seeing the participants, you can do the chat. If I click on chat, I see anybody who types message in. I'll do this on my other uh, computer as a student, and I'll say, "Hi, teach," and I'll hit enter, and then it appeared up here from Steve Perry, the student, to everyone, not Steve Perry with capital letters, the host. So now what you want to do more often than not is you're going to want to share your screen, not just show them this. You can click on that, or most people click on this little green icon here. Okay, so I have an open window somewhere that I want to share with people, and that open window is going to happen to be this PowerPoint slideshow that I have. So I select it, then I go down. Oops, let's pull that up. I selected it, and then I go down and I click the share button. Okay, so now we see in there I have something that I'm sharing with the students. They get to see this. So I made it a little smaller. Let's see if we can bring it into view here. PowerPoint's a little tricky. Oops. Um, let's bring it in again. Okay, there we go. Um, so you can see the share that I'm doing here. So if I were, I'm showing this to my students, it probably would take up the whole window normally, but I want to show you some features. So I made the PowerPoint a little smaller than it might otherwise be, so we can show you the whole window where I'm operating. So I might be here, then I say I want to click another slide, and then I want to go there and talk about a dynamic web page and go through the little icons here, the little graphics, and explain how that works. So if I bring my cursor up to the top, you'll see that bar with starting videos and mute and participants. You'll see all that up there before, and if you missed the chat window before, it's under the more, and then you can open the chat if you wanted to. So when you're done sharing a particular window, you can hit the stop share button. Stop share. Let's get rid of the group chat. Stop. Is that working? There we go. And we're back to this default window. So normally, it doesn't have to be a PowerPoint. You can show them anything on any window. Let's try another window here. Do I have anything worth looking at? Let's see. There's a whiteboard, iPhone. Let's give this a second and I'll find something. So I come back and I share. So I'm going to hit the share button again. And now I opened up this Teach Anywhere site and I'll share so I can show them that window and what's going on. So as I scroll through, the student will see this as well. Sometimes there's a little lag time. So if you show videos within videos, it might not work really well if you're trying to show a video on your screen and have them see it live time. So there might be some lag time. So I'm going to go ahead and get out of this. I'm going to stop the share. And when we're done, I can go over here. I come over here and I can say I can end the meeting at any time and I can just end it. But usually it's good to announce to people that you're going to end the meeting instead of just, okay, we're done, then click it off. So I usually announce the end of the meeting, then I wait a few minutes and let people chat for a little bit, and then eventually we take the meeting down. So one thing I forgot to mention is when a session starts, when the students come into your room, okay, this is my room, but you'll use the stuff for your room that I showed you earlier, and they come in there, you want to start at 2 o'clock. So your session starts, and you go, okay, we're ready to start now. I'm going to begin the recording. So you go ahead and you click this record button. I'm not going to press it, but when I press it, it's going to turn red, and it'll announce to all the students that recording has started or something like that. And so it'll be really obvious that the recording has started. So when you're done with your presentation, you can say, all right, guys, I'm about to wrap this up and I'm going to end the recording. Press the button again, which will be like a stop button. Let's see this real quick. I thought it would just turn to stop, but what it actually does is under more, you can see there and you can say stop recording. And you say, yes, stop the cloud recording. Now, off to the side, you can't see it. There's a little message there. I think it's out of view for you, but it says you will receive an email when the cloud recording is available. And so you will. You get an email, and then you'll get an email later than that when they've captioned that cloud recording. So you want to wait until they caption it, and then you can take that link and share it with students who maybe couldn't make your class when you were conducting it. So what else? So again, when you end the meeting, you come here and you press that button and everybody will go out. You can say end meeting for all, and so be it. So we're back to the sign in.